All right. Welcome in H-Town. You are now tuned in to the Solid Grip, coming to you live at 5, no time for jive. I'm your host, J.R. Wilson, alongside me, Peen Wilson. And guess what? We got some wonderful news to tell y'all, man. Y'all stay tuned, see what's going on. So look, you know what to do. Now's the time for you to close your mouth and open your ears and listen to what the Solid Grip has to say right after this here. All right, back at it like a jackrabbit. Pop, what's going on, man? How you feeling over there?
Man, just drying out, Rich. I tell you what, this rain, man, has kept me just underwater, man, for the last 4 or 5 days. But hey, we good to go now, baby.
Man, you know I know all about it, man. I had to put the go-go gadget boat on the UPS truck, man. I'm telling you, man. It's been so I mean, my shoes are soaking wet, and ain't no worse thing than being in the rain and having wet socks. So yeah, I've been dealing with that, folks. We all been dealing with the rain. You know, it gets monsoon like down here in the city of Houston in the state of Texas. So, anyways, man, let's get straight to it. Y'all see what's down at the bottom. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and share this thing with your people, with your partners, with your family. Let's get straight off into this pop. Madison Square Garden. Now, you and I spoke before the show, man, and I asked if you've ever been there because if y'all didn't know, Mr. Ping Wilson here was an associate or assistant, you can correct me if I'm wrong, basketball coach for the University of Houston Cougars from 1993 to 1998. So I just
Right.
knew he had been to the Garden, Madison Square Garden, not the Garden in Boston, not the Cathedral, but he is not. And it's a place that I always wanted to go, man. Even though the Knicks have not been relevant since 1994, we gave them a good spanking. You understand here in Houston. So, anyways, Pop, man, for the first time since the pandemic, even though the Knicks lost, and they lost bad when Trey Young hit that trade, man, right there in the last seconds. And Atlanta ended up winning that game 107 to 105. Nevertheless, the city of New York got a win that day because they had 15,000 fans that were there in Madison Square Garden. It had not been that packed since before the pandemic. Now, Pop, the place holds 20,789, but there were 15,000 people there, and there were 90% of the people that were there were vaccinated. They were fully vaccinated. The other 10% had to show that they had
Right.
a recent negative COVID test. So, Pop, that's a wonderful thing for New York City, man. Dolan said that they're leading the way, showing everybody that New York is back.
And when you think about it, Rich, go back about a year ago, New York was the epicenter of this pandemic, man. I mean, New York City was closed down. I'm talking
Right.
about everything was closed down. I'm talking about even the schools are still closed down. They maybe have just gone back in New York. And so, I think it's great for some people just can't wait to get back in those arenas and those stadiums and stuff. And man, it's really a good thing. I'll be honest with you, Rich. I was one of those pessimist people who thought we'd never see this again, man. That for stadiums to hope be more than 10% of its capacity would be it, man. But it goes to show you, man, that the people out there must really want it real bad, man, because they've gotten out there and got vaccinated to get yourself in a situation where there's some type of herd immunity and stuff. These stadiums are opening back up. I think you was talking about the Astro. I mean, Minute Maid is getting ready to host the Dodgers. I think and the Padres. And people want to see that. People want to see that action. So, hey, my boys over in Fifth Ward, man, my ticket brokers and stuff, they out there buying them tickets now, man, because they going to get a chance to scalp some tickets, baby, real soon.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? Shout out to the Houston Astros, man. I know we lost, we got swept by the Rangers, and I get it. They were mad. We swept them in a 4-game stretch, but there's something that needs to be said about the Astros, Pop. And I know this is not in the rundown, but this is
Absolutely, Rich.